What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor?
So before I got sick with COVID, I actually did buy a outboard. It came up on Craigslist. This is a 1993 Tohatsu M25 long shaft. It was a fisherman's engine. It was in salt water and I was really impressed. About the only, I'll show you rust. We got rust right here, of course, and on the other bolt. I am not going to have any controls on it. I'm just going to use the tiller. There's a little bit of rust on the power head or corrosion on the power head, but it's minimal. I'll show it to you. Just want to show you how this is clean, really, really clean for a saltwater engine, a work engine. I think it was pretty well taken care of. The only thing it wasn't doing is it wasn't pumping water. So I got a new impeller and replaced it. This is the old impeller. And I gotta tell you, I've seen impellers in worse conditions pump water. So I pretty much knew that that wasn't the problem. I took the filter plates off on both sides, and this whole cavity in here, it was packed with baby mussels and baby oysters. So that was just nuts. Once I cleaned that out, this thing pissed like an Arabian racehorse. The water pump is really, really strong. Also wanted to point out, the anode's really done its job. You can see that it's got some corrosion on it. This is not corrosion. This is some kind of paint or some kind of surface that's been put on this. I suspect that this lower unit may have been replaced, but there's no corrosion in here whatsoever. This is paint. It feels like it might be on top of the original paint, but I can't be sure what's going on there. But there's just no rust. It's really clean. I'll show you the inside. A little bit of corrosion, but it's very, very doable, very workable. So you can see right in here, I would expect, you know, a 30-year-old outboard that's been working to look like this everywhere, and it does not. So I did have to replace the coils. There was something funky going on with them, so I did do that. But if you look here, I mean, I don't know if these bolts are just, I don't know. I mean, they look fantastic. There's a little bit of surface rust on this one, a little bit down here too, but it's pretty clean. You know, I checked the fuel pump over here. It's all cleaned out. The engine is just tight. I don't know if you've ever really taken a look at these, but it's just a good example of a nice old two-stroke engine. Cleaned out the carburetor, a little bit of varnish in it, probably from running some ethanol, but not bad at all. So I was a little curious about what was going on here, why there's a rectifier, and it turns out that this model Tohatsu comes with a rectifier because it has a battery charger on it. So I talked to a couple of people and they said that that's pretty common on these old Tohatsus because, you know, they're working engines and they'd hook electronics up to the battery and all that sort of business. It doesn't have a electric starter. I'm not going to put one in it, though it could take one for sure, because it just starts real nice on the first pull. So this is the outboard, and for 500 bucks, I think it will do just fine. It's not going to be a speed demon by any means, but these old two-strokes usually have quite a bit of power in them.
What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor in the morning?